Recently, I decided that this wall in my living room needs a big upgrade. This is really just where I put everything when I moved in and haven't really touched it since, but I'm thinking some kind of shelving like this. That's a bigger project for another day. But in the meantime, I think finally finishing this chair that I started several years ago and then shoved in a closet will be a nice touch. To be honest, I rarely find fabric that I like at Joann's, but this cream-colored velvet is exactly what I was hoping for. Start by centering your cushion on half a yard of fabric. Using a staple gun, I like to anchor all four sides down first, before going around and filling in the spaces in between. You want to pull the fabric taut between each staple, but not so tight that it causes puckering. And doing your best to keep everything even, which you can flip over and check every once in a while. I find it works best to do all the sides first and then the corners last. For the corners, it's sort of a tuck and fold method. Just make sure they're neat and even on the outside. Once everything is anchored down, use a pair of fabric scissors to trim the excess, and there you go. I already did a layer of primer and one coat of paint several years ago, so I'm just giving this chair a light sanding and then wiping it down with rubbing alcohol. For the paint, I chose Onyx by Benjamin Moore, which I think will look really nice with the velvet fabric. One thing I do remember from a couple years ago is how hard it was to paint these gaps. The paint kept pooling, so I'm starting with a sponge brush and just very carefully doing a light coat. But overall, for projects like this, my go-to are these shortcut brushes by Wooster. I think the short handles give you a lot more control. And in case you were wondering, yes, I am painting on a large canvas. I thought I had drop cloth and didn't feel like going out to get more. Overall, this took 2 full coats, plus some touch-ups and sanding in between. But I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I don't know if this will be a permanent fixture, but I do hope it shows you how easy it is to elevate a piece of furniture with some fabric and a can of paint. I think a side chair like this will look really nice by an entryway or in a bedroom. Or maybe I will keep this here and add some wall art behind it. Just one last touch, I do like to add these little adhesive rubber pads to the back of a chair like this, so it doesn't scratch the wall. But with that said, I think we're done, and I would call this a successful project.